right, you guys, we are in the house. Now, what's up, you guys? We are back. It's been a little while since we made a video. I've had a ton of time with this guy, and I thought it was about time that we kind of just had a conversation about what the hell this thing even is, what it does, how you can use it in your setup if you find one of these. I made a video, last video on the channel, which is like 10 months ago. Life stuff has just been going on, so that's kind of where the focus has been. This is the Yamaha SU-200. This is an old vintage sampler made back in the 90s. I think it's 1998 or 1996, one of those. I'll put it on the screen when it actually was made. But I picked this up about a year ago, and I actually have I've had a love-hate relationship with this device because it's awesome for certain things, and then it's really not that awesome for other things, which is kind of what I think we're going to go over today with it. First off, just let you guys know, thank you guys for watching the channel. If you like what you see on here, there's more stuff. Other social media platforms is kind of where I focus a lot more, but this was more of a long format version and a long format video, so I kind of just realized it'd be better to do it here on where we started everything. Nonetheless, let's get right into this. This is, like I said, the Yamaha SU-200. Comes out of their sample unit line. There were 3 of them. There is the SU-10, which is pretty sick if you ever can find one of those. They're kind of, in my opinion, a little overpriced on the market right now. There also is this device, the SU-200, which is kind of your middle range, and then they have the SU-700, which I would love to find a 700. They're just very cool instruments to find, but they can be a little hard to get a hold of, and also a little hard to maintenance. It's a lot of parts that if you're needing them, it can be a little wild. But let's get into this. I wanted to show kind of just the basic layout, what this thing does, and got our top-down camera now, so I feel professional. I feel like we can finally take the channel in the direction that I've been wanting to take it. But yeah, this is a really fun sampler once you kind of dive into it. When I first got it, I was pretty sure that it was just like super limited, but I also use, my roommate, he has the SP-303, which if we're going to just say it right now in the video, the SP-303 is better than this sampler. But I think the SU-200, I think this guy has a couple quirks that are a little bit easier on the workflow, which I really do enjoy. Obviously, we have right here, you have your 8 different pads that go in. You also have your audio in, which that's cool if you want to ever put anything into it. There are 4 sample grades that are on this. We'll get into the sample grades probably in another video. If you guys like this one, we'll dive more into it in another video of actually like putting in a sample, the different grades that it has, and you can kind of bypass it a little bit, which is what I've really kind of realized I can do. If I plug this in a chain of a whole bunch of different pieces of gear, then I can use this and just, you know, kind of make something kind of cool out of it. But nonetheless, yeah, like I said, let's get into this. Like I said, there are 8 pads that are across this thing, and then you have different banks that are there as well, so it's really similar to any other sampler that you've really used, especially like modern day ones and even the retro ones. So yeah, we have A, B, and C on the banks. It does have a memory card that goes in it. It's a 3.3 volt smart media card, blah, blah, blah. I hate fucking smart media cards. It's not that they're bad, they're just hard to find, and someone not trying to get you to pay like $60 for a couple of them. Like it's really kind of stupid. But we have our different drums and everything on here. I was going to show you guys kind of just a quick way, just a fast like microwave beat that's on here. We have just our regular drums right here, and I always kind of just so yeah, you really kind of have your simple kind of way of doing things. I like to kind of set up half on this side for melodic and then my drums on this side. It's kind of just how I've realized it's better for me to do that. Like I said on here, half of your memory is in your card. So that's kind of the thing with this sampler that is a little harder for people to kind of grasp is, yeah, there's not an SD card or anything in this. It's got super limited amounts of memory, but it does have a really cool sound. I'm going to delete, we're going to delete 4 because I'm going to make a new drum kit or a new drum beat on there. So yeah, we will delete that guy real quick. Takes forever, and then it should
approximately 10 hours later.
keep going. There we go. Yeah. That's the beauty of all these older samplers, is if you need to go make coffee or a cup of tea or put something in the microwave, this is the best shit ever for it. But yeah, like I said, we have a couple different sample grades that are there. I have my drums obviously right here. So yeah, we have that. I have a little hi-hat right here, snare, and a kick drum. I like to keep my beats super, super simple, especially if I'm just trying to like figure out something. So we will hit, let's go resample, and then we'll go back into 4 just like we did. I'm going to hit the start button, and then we will go. And there we go. And then it should give us... I'm a fucking idiot sometimes. I love making these videos.
You're a dumbass.
Yeah, right here, let's see, we got... And you can see it's really quiet. You can hear it's kind of got a little bit on the, I guess... little longer than it needs to be on there. So we have that beat that's there. As you can hear, it is super quiet compared to all this. So it kind of automatically will put your beat at an 80. So what you do is you go in your job function, which this is kind of all your functions that you have here. It's got all your different options of what you can do right here. We're going to go for number 4 on pad volume, and we're going to put it on 4. As you can see right there, if you can see it, it says that it's 80. I'm going to turn that all the way to 127, kind of get it the maximum on there. Job, which is kind of like your enter button. And then now we got it a little bit cooler. So yeah, it's a little bit louder on there, which is nice. As you can hear, that is a little off. So what I do is I go to my endpoint, and then this is kind of where you got to fuck around with it and find out really. So I like to, it's almost there. There we go. Yeah. It's pretty good. So we're going to keep that. That is our endpoint now that's there, which really, really simple. And now we have a beat that actually is trimmed up. Just something basic. There we go. Like I said too, I'm gonna delete. We're gonna delete 5 because that's what I had before. Let's delete 5. Yes. Do you want to delete that? Like I said, the resample on this device is actually like pretty easy. Like it's super self-explanatory. It's not super complicated, which I really do enjoy. I have my 2 notes right here. I have nothing in 7. I don't know why. I just like to keep a little bit of distance in between it. That way I don't just like accidentally hit some shit and mess it up. But what we can do now is we can resample into pad 5, and then we will hit, which it has waiting, so it's corresponding for the sound to actually start, which is dope. And we will 3, 2, 1. Go. Like I said, I'm a big fan of this. It's a super simple, super bare bones. It's a super simple, super bare bones sampler. It keeps it nice and simple, which I really enjoy. As we can see, it's not super loud. You can see here, it's really quiet. So we'll go to job, go to pad volume, pad 5, and then we're going to put it up. We're going to take it all the way up, 127, exit. Or 5. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And we will have your stereo, mono, gate, trigger, loop, all these settings that are right here, which are really cool. It's like I said, it's really similar to the SP-303. So if you guys have ever messed with one of those, very similar in that way. And trigger. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty cool little one shot of it. Let's see in a loop if we did it right off the bat. Sometimes it's just trial and error, but let's see. Yeah, there you go. See, it's not perfect, but it still counts. It's still something. That's what I enjoy about this. 3, 2, as long as it's hitting on that beat, man, that's really it. You can count to 4, you can do this. There are some effects and everything. We're going to do a separate video on this. I really just wanted to do, hey, we're back on the channel. This is a cool little sampler. If you guys have any questions, make sure you put them down below. But yeah, this is like just the resample steps that are on it. I think I'll probably just do more live performance stuff with this guy. It's really not built perfectly for what I really like doing with like other samplers like my KO2 and the SP303 and the 404. Like there's a lot of more advanced samplers that you could buy, but this one I just feel has a nice little layout. It's a good workflow. It's super simple. Really the only that filter is really the only one so far that I have found that I really, really like. There is a tech mod, which just sounds weird. The delay is pretty cool if you can get the drums working in well with it. The lo-fi setting is meh. So a lot of these aren't really that cool, but this low pass filter, I really like using it, especially on a beat like this. So it's got a lot of fun stuff. Like I said, this is the SU-200. I really enjoy this sampler. Last video that I had, there was some ground issues, so I actually realized that I can just plug my shit right into the camera. So that has definitely helped the sound out a lot. But thank you guys for watching the video. Like I said, we're going to keep more posted with this one. I got some other pieces of gear too. We're just going to kind of put them on the desk now that we got the overhead shot. I feel like a real YouTuber. It's great. Nah, I'm just playing, you guys. But nah, thank you guys for checking out everything. Like I said, just keep everything posted with the channel. Instagram, TikTok, that's usually where you're going to find me. There is Patreon too, so we'll have more stuff that's going to be coming out with that, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, let's just